Hello, everyone. My name is Marion with DTM Real Talk Channel. It's the channel that you can tune into, have the ability to listen to the thoughts of others about topics all over the world that touch every one of our lives. Everybody goes through basically the same thing. There is nothing new under the sun. So if you're going through, someone else has already been there. Maybe you can find hope. Maybe it's a pathway that can set you on the right road just by tuning in. So DTM Real Talk, just keeping it real. And if you like it, like us at the bottom, subscribe, and let us know just how we helped you. Just keeping it real. Nothing but love. Merry Christmas, everybody. I cannot believe it is the 25th of December and how many days away from the new year, 2023? Well, guys, I hope you had a good day today. I hope you ate well and didn't eat too much. I pray you enjoyed your family and friends, but I also pray that you didn't forget that this is the day that we have set aside to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Now, we all know he wasn't born in December, but who cares? The good thing is that he was born. He was born to die for sinners like you and I. So let's not get caught up in the season and forget about the reason. Let's not let God's only begotten son become God's only forgotten son, right? So you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a merry, merry Christmas, and let's get back to healthy eating. And we have Corey back with us this evening. And if you tuned in last week, you heard how he became vegan. And Corey is back to share with us how he opened his restaurant, some of the challenges he may have gone through. And let's just hear that. So Corey, what put in your heart the desire? When did you get that desire to open a restaurant?
Well, once I started going out to eat and finding out that there was nothing on the menu for us, I would eat the salad if they had one. I would try to order the sides. Then I start figuring out that some of these sides are being cooked with meat. So that eliminated that. So it usually left me at the table with bread, bread, a piece of lettuce, trying to figure out something I can do to eat. So I said, you know what? I need to have a place where people like me can come eat and don't have to pick through a menu or be at the bottom of anybody's menu. Everything in here be just for us. So that's what I did.
Okay, so when you got that thought, so what was that process? What did you start doing? That you already had the money, or you had to work on the money?
No, I didn't have any of the money.
Okay.
What I did, I found the location. I secured the location. So I had the location almost 3 years before I even opened.
Wow. Talk about faith, huh?
Right. It was real bootstrap. So I would take a little money that I made on the road, buy some equipment, buy some material, then I'll come home and build on it myself. Because I was already building the grocery stores for Walmart and Sprouts. So I just used those same, my father was a contractor. So I've always done construction. I've always renovated houses and all that kind of stuff. So this time it just was for me. So by traveling, I was able to eat at multiple different vegan restaurants and do all my opposition research. And I said, you know what? I like it, but I don't want to have anything that they have on their menu. I want it to be more, New Orleans style, more type of stuff that I know vegans miss. Versus, most places sit down dinner style, hot food. I'm saying, we miss pizza and chicken.
Wait, so you have a vegan pizza too?
Oh man, my pizza.
I didn't taste it. I think
you don't know about that. Yeah, the pizza is good. It's really good. So we have all the I call it the fun food, the vegan fun food. You know what I mean? The stuff that you usually miss and can't really find anywhere. Everybody give you the hot meal. So now we got some vegan fast food. Is what I
I'm gonna have to check out the pizza. I missed the pizza. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't get the pizza. Okay. So you got the idea from being left out when you go out to eat.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that's where it was born. And then you started working on it from working your job. And instead of building another man's dream, you start building your own.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Okay, I think I
Little
got
by
it.
little. Little
Okay.
by little.
Now, I know that you had some challenges. Everybody does when you're doing something good and something for yourself. So could you share a couple of those challenges, the obstacles that you encountered and how you came over them?
I tell you one of the biggest ones. I had everything. I thought I was getting close to open.
Okay.
Built my fence, everything, had my courtyard together, looking good. Then the storm came and blew my fence down.
Wait,
Both
Ida?
sides, both your Ida blew both sides of my fence
Oh my
down.
gosh.
So now it was almost not all the way back to square one, but it put me back a little bit because I had to, like I said, I came out of pocket and built everything out of pocket. So I had to go back and do that again.
Wow.
So this time I had to rebuild a fence.
Wow.
Tear down parts of it, rebuild parts of it. Yeah, that was one of the biggest challenges with opening this place.
And what was a takeaway from that? What was a takeaway that you learned from that?
Well, the biggest thing is I learned from that was it's nothing that's gonna stop me. If you just tear down my fence, I'm gonna build another. It ain't gonna happen. It's nothing that's gonna stop me. Right? I'll tell another crazy challenge with you that happened. You know, this is New Orleans. So one day maybe about 2 weeks before I opened. Now I rebuilt the fence. I got all that together. I'm getting close. I said, well, it's time. You know, I've been stacking up stuff and putting stuff together. So now it's time. So I'm on my way home, and I had headphones on, right? So I hear boom, 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 boom. I said, wait a minute, hold up, that's louder than the music. That's a different beat than what I'm listening to. Right. And I took the headphones off, and I was driving in the middle of a gunfight and didn't even know it. Bullet came through the back of the car, hit me in the leg, went in my leg, out my leg into the dashboard. So now I'm shot. I'm like, okay, I think I'm shot.
Wait, you just walking by?
No, I'm in the car. I'm driving by.
You're in your car and a bullet hit you? Yeah,
a bullet hit me. Come to find out, some guys stole some guy's car and he was chasing them down and he was shooting at their car, and I just so happened to drive by. So instead of shooting at their car, it went through the back of the car, split the seats, hit me in the leg, right into the dashboard of the car.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. And look, I went like, oh, I think I'm shot. So I go to the hospital and say, yeah. First I thought it was, first I said, you know what? It's a flesh wound. It just skipped me. And then I rolled my pants leg up a little more and I saw the entry wound. It was like, oh no, it shot me. It came out. That's where it came out at. And I saw where it came in at. So I wound up going to the hospital and all that stuff. But I walked in and walked out.
You know, I'm listening to God right now. I'm like, okay, you were covered. God was protecting.
And that same neighborhood, a week later, a little girl lost her life. Happened the same way it happened with me. They was just riding up the street. So that was pretty tragic. I was like, man, when it happens, you say, well, I was close. I could have died. And then when a week later it happens to this little girl and she don't make it, it's like, man, it's sad. But that was challenging. Wow. If you could call it challenging to open this thing up. But I'm pretty determined. I mean, you are. I don't let nothing stop me.
You are.
Nothing can stop me.
You're like a bulldozer right now. I see it.
You're like nothing can stop me. When I get focused, I'm focused.
Yes.
You know, man, coming back, you know, I left New Orleans for a while.
Okay, where'd you go?
I went to Maryland in 2000.
Okay.
So I didn't come back to 2009.
Okay.
And when I was out in Maryland, I was focused like this once before on a media project,
Okay.
bringing TV to the web. This was like 06. And I was so focused on this thing, man. I was like I am with this restaurant. I was just on it. I wound up winning a national award from Association of Black Journalists for Best New Media on the Web that year. I had political forums going. So I am familiar with how to utilize this space and the courtyard for the political arena and
Yes.
just for the neighborhood,
For the community, yeah.
for the community to get them in, and so we can try to get some of the things that we want around here happening. I've done a senior tech class from out in the courtyard that teach seniors how to use their computers and their cell phones. I've also did a home buyers class out there in the courtyard so far, and it was really good. A lot of I had a black lender showed up. Some people signed up. I mean, it was full of a lot of black women mostly. Though I ain't gonna lie, they was getting it together, getting ready to buy houses. I was pretty proud of them.
Beautiful.
I've also did a class out there and brought a guy in to teach people how to trade and buy stock off their cell phone.
Right.
So trying to get the community engaged with a bunch of different stuff,
Yeah.
I got more stuff coming on the 20th. I have Baba Zach, the herbalist, who's out in New Orleans. He's been healing people around the U.S.
What's his name? I'll look him up. What's his name?
Baba Zach. Yeah, I got to put you in touch with him. This guy's incredible.
Yeah, text me his information.
Yeah, he healed one of my friends who popped up out the blue with some rare blood disorder, and this guy healed him from that.
Wow.
So he's going to come in and he's going to talk to our people and about diet and the importance of it's the 20th of December, right before Christmas.
Keep me posted on that.
Yeah. I definitely will. I'll record it for everybody.
Okay, very well. Very good. Very good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. So you shared with us a couple of challenges, physical challenges. Let's talk about naysayers. Let's talk about people that didn't believe in you, that maybe tried to discourage you. Did you come alongside any of those people? And how did you handle it?
Oh, more of them didn't understand it. And more of them said, "It's New Orleans, and you gonna try to get them not to eat meat?" So I had a few people saying that, "How you gonna stop New Orleans people from eating crawfish and shrimp and stuff?" So well, it's not for everybody. The people who do switch gonna just live longer. So I mean,
right.
if and you want to live longer,
introduce the truth. Yeah, you just was bringing them some truth,
Right, so I had a few people like that just didn't understand the not eating meat concept. You know what I mean?
Right.
But for us, the people just saying, "Oh, it never worked." Nah, I didn't have too many of them people.
That's good.
That's good. They know I don't listen to that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I'm determined, man. I'm pretty determined.
I think this is your cousin. I've had her raps. She's in Woodmere. Is that correct?
That's my cousin Dominique.
Yes.
She's doing good over there.
Yes.
She's making good rap.
She be in my pocket too.
Oh yeah, she's a good girl. Down, man. She's good.
She doesn't know me though, because when Ace is coming through, he called me Miss Jones. Don't ask me why my child called me Miss Jones. I don't even know nobody Miss Jones. But anyway, Miss Jones, you want to rap? I said, yeah, I want to rap. You want some meat in it? The vegan meat. And I'll say no, and he'll bring me a wrap. Miss Jones, you want a salad?
Yeah, man, she's doing real good over there.
Yeah, she does real well. So she's in my pocket too. But I will definitely empty my pocket for my people if it's gonna bring you to a place of awareness. Yes. Bring others to a place of awareness and make my belly fatter.
Yeah.
Make me strong.
A good way, in a good way.
In a good way. So let me ask you this. What I want you to do right now is the people out there that are aspiring to fulfill a dream that they've had inside for a very long time, and they haven't moved out on it because of fear, or I don't know, maybe because of fear or for whatever other reason, what would you say to that individual?
I would tell them, jump out there. You're hurting yourself by staying back. The worst thing is that I have to end this whole show with a bunch of regrets. You know, like I wish I could, if I would have only did this, and the one time I thought about this, I never moved like that. I mean, sometimes I find out I shouldn't have done certain things, but when they hit my mind, I like to move on it and see where it take me. You know what I mean? You can't let the fear hold you back. You can't let the fact that your funds is not where you think it should be hold you back. Some people think I gotta save up every cent it would take to do this right now, then I can start it, which that's not true. You can start right where you at, start putting a little bit toward it. You know, that's what I do with all my stuff. I put a little bit on it, a little bit on this one, a little bit. So this is just one of my ideas that got to the end, closer to the end than the others. But I still feed out all my other little projects. I didn't give up on any of them. And I'm not afraid to step out there. I mean, most of us here know about everything else all the time. So you can't be afraid of what you're used to hearing anyway. No, you know.
That's
So
it.
I move on it. One of these things is going to be a big yes.
Absolutely.
You know? One way to find out.
Do it.
Yes, man. You got to do it. You got to do it.
I'm so proud of you. Okay, the last thing I want you to speak to, let's see. You've already spoken to everybody, right? Speak to those that don't have a dream. What would you say to them?
Everybody don't see themselves as running or something or being, but some people are good role players. So it's not terrible that you don't have the actual dream to do something as big as somebody else. There's a lot of people who have good dreams that need good role players. You know what I mean?
Yes.
No big dream happens by one person alone. It's always a bunch of people involved. So your strength may be being one of the people that's involved. So don't let that deter you that you're not the dream person or the idea guy. You don't have to be the idea guy. You know, if you have something that you believe in, support that wholeheartedly. You know, get with somebody else who has a dream that you could get behind, and they looking for people that's riding with them, that's helping them. You know, and you could be it's just as significant as the person who came up with the idea. Because I wouldn't be nowhere. I wouldn't get half the things done that I have gotten done if I didn't have somebody else who believed in it along with me. So,
amen.
Sometimes that's your calling.
Yes. You know? So I think I'm getting from you, if you don't have a specific dream, you can be a team player, because nothing happens without a team.
Yes,
ma'am. Did I get that right?
Yes, ma'am. That's it. That is definitely it. Yeah.
Well, guys, we appreciate you listening in to Corey's story. And I am going to encourage you to stop in at, what's the name of the restaurant? Two Fat Vegans. Two Fat Vegans. I'm going to leave the information at the end of this clip. And I need y'all to go and say, Marion sent you.
Yes. So if they come and say Marion sent everybody, I don't know what I'm going to have, but I'm going to have some type of surprise for them. If they say that, I got something for them.
See, I sent my brother, I sent my cousin, and they coming.
I would say I give them a cookie, but them cookies be gone. Oh. They come and say, "Where my cookie at?"
You know, my brother just told me. He said, "You know, I had a cookie from over that other day."
Oh.
He said, "Them cookies dangerous."
Yeah, they gotta come with a disclaimer with those cookies.
Yeah, they are really good. They are really good. They are really good.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you so much, Corey, for sharing your story. And you guys, the information will be at the end of this clip. Please stop in. You can call him, make sure you got what you're looking for at that time, because sometimes he be running out of gumbo, y'all. But anyway,
right?
call and make sure he has it.
Definitely got to call about gumbo.
Yes, you got to call about the gumbo. Got to. But anyway, this is DTM Real Talk, and we are just doing what? Keeping it real. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching DTM Real Talk. Be sure to join us for more conversation. And oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe while you're there.